Filthy pig.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Boomer vs. Doomer. I'm Jerry, that's Dan the Boomer. Dan, say hello to the piggies, please.
Hello to everyone, especially in Iceland or Greenland.
Iceland and Greenland, huh?
Yeah.
You're already mixing them up.
Denmark.
This week, it was Doomer's Choice, and I chose last year's 28 Years Later, starring Alfie Williams, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Jodie Comer. Boomer, if you could, summarize your experience watching 28 Years Later in one word. What would it be?
Surprise.
A surprise. Okay.
Yeah.
See, you're figuring it out. One word's all we need. We don't need a lot of
more
odds.
than one word. You get all the damn words, and I only get one.
When I let you
that's
talk,
typical of you, Jeremy.
it's you interrupt enough to get the words
you're
in.
nonstop talking.
Interrupt.
Dan,
One.
say one word. Yeah.
Do the intro. All right. So spoilers.
Spoilers.
Boomer, what did you like about 28 Years Later? Go.
Well, it was an actual story rather than just mindless zombie movie spreading around the infection.
See, I thought you would like mindless zombie spreading around the infection.
If I'm in the mood, they're okay.
Have you seen the other two movies? 28 days, 28 months.
I know I
weeks?
saw. I'm going to say yes.
28. This opened like how 28 weeks opens, and by the way, the opening to 28 weeks later is like some of the best intro. The first 20 minutes of that movie is like 5-star stuff, and I know that's been
This movie here?
No, not this one. The previous one, 28 weeks. Sometimes I just watch the intro to 28 weeks later because it's so good. This intro is fine. It opens with the crazy wacko priest dad and saying, "No, this is God coming to save everybody," while his family is being eaten, and then his little boy runs.
His God and my God are two different things.
What did you think of the visuals?
It was good.
They're good. I thought that seeing the alpha rip the guy's head in half was very cool.
He ripped everything's head off.
A lot of wiener in this.
Deer head off, people's head off. If you had a head, that was his goal, ripping it off.
We see a lot of zombie dong on that guy, like a lot. Like it's just flopping everywhere.
Well, wasn't it, there was alpha? What made him alpha? Was it something that they ate, and it was like testosterone's on steroids?
Well, that's the thing is and I think that's a cool part about this movie is they're not actually zombies. They almost have like rabies kind of. It's not like your traditional The Living Dead. They're alive, but they have like a crazy amount of like testosterone or.
It was manufactured by the military. As a weapon, right?
That's from the first one. Yeah, they're like in a lab.
But that's a continuation. Of it. Yeah. And it's gone bad, and it's just in England, right, or the British Isles.
So that's what they did. Is there's a quarantine around
they got the ships
Isles
going around,
and they just kill.
And once you like that from Denmark, I think he was from Denmark.
Yeah, Eric, I believe his name was.
Once you land there, you can't get off, even if
you're stuck.
They shipwrecked basically.
It's kind of crazy to think that so I forget when the first one came out, what year it was, but I feel like
I'm gonna say right around 2006.
It was pre-smartphone for sure. So it's funny to think that the world just moves on, we still, and then the UK is this quarantined, and it's like nothing of value was lost. You know what you did, UK.
A little 250 years ago, we moved on from the UK.
Yeah, true.
So it can be done.
It can be done. We made it. I thought the performances here were good. You take a big gamble having a kid as your lead, and I think Alfie Williams did a good job playing Spike. He's believable as a kid who's afraid most of the time until the end, really.
Afraid, confused, but less confused later. Confused and afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his mom did a good job, Jodie Comer. She plays a good whack job with a brain tumor.
She wasn't really a whack job.
Well, I mean, she was a whack job because of the brain tumor. It wasn't like a mental illness.
It was affecting her, yeah.
And then Ralph Fiennes is Ralph Fiennes. He's always great, whatever he's in. He plays a great crazy doctor.
He played the best part in the whole thing. Yeah.
Covered in iodine. How did he say? Iodine?
Well, I say iodine, but,
Mm-hmm. I've never survived a zombie apocalypse. That might change that, though. And I thought the Bone Temple portion of it looked cool. We were reviewing this because the Bone Temple is just released. It's not doing great. But now, we'll get to that at the end. Is there any other goods that you saw that you thought about that you liked?
It moved along pretty well.
Yeah, the pacing was good. It didn't drag.
Yeah.
The tension is done really well. The
And
suspense.
it wasn't predictable either, I would say.
No, yeah. The bloated zombies looked crazy.
Yeah.
The-
I
when-
wasn't expecting the doctor. I had an idea what was going to go on with the doctor. It was not
No,
what happened.
You did not see that coming. The scene when the Alfie or Spike and his dad go to they go to the mainland and they're making their way
He's
back.
supposed to kill his first infected.
They're making their way back. They're running across the causeway, and the Alpha's sprinting at them. The tension of that part was awesome. Like I was like, oh, fuck. This has like even though we don't really lose any main characters other than the mom, this did have like a feeling of you don't really know I wouldn't put it past them to have the kid die, So you don't really know who's going to survive.
In this type of movie, don't get attached to anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like not knowing, like, okay, there's no plot armor. You don't really know who's going to make it to the end and how. So I thought that was cool. Yeah. So, Boomer, what did you not like about 28 Years Later? Go.
The pregnant chick, what made her change and put her hands up and touch the other chick
Yeah.
to deliver the baby? That was unexplained.
Yeah, that whole thing.
That wouldn't happen.
That I could have
She
done
would've ate
without
her
that
head off
completely.
and then had the baby.
And then here's the other thing: the disease is transferred via blood. Okay, yeah. How did I know that he goes the magic of the placenta, but when the baby's born, it's covered in the mother's blood, right? And all it needs to do is like get in the ear
that's what
or
I'm
the
saying.
eye.
There was a few parts that just didn't add up.
That didn't.
That was the only thing I would really pick on.
And like that's the quietest, least hungry baby there's ever been.
Yeah, he went how many days without crying or eating?
Crying, eating.
Most babies, okay, they're babies. They don't.
Yeah.
30 seconds is an eternity.
Oh my god! And it just slept and was quiet, and it was never hungry,
cooing and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, they gave it water. Like that's not gonna. No.
I wouldn't settle for water.
You could have done now if they're trying to build towards something. Okay,
I would start
that's
crying.
Fine. But I could have done without that. So I thought this was a cool story, but I don't think it needed to be in the 28 years, days, whatever universe, because like. The main chunk of it.
Do you think maybe it could be a setup for this one that just was released?
Well, right, but no. What I'm saying is like the narrative is all over the place. Like the beginning with him going to the island with his dad, and there's a survival portion, and then the next like 45 minutes of him with his mom and like the Bone Temple and trying to get there. Like that was.
I felt like it was a setup for the next movie.
Yeah, it just felt like two different movies, and it didn't fit into the universe.
It was a little bit. I'll go along with that. Yeah,
and then we have to talk about the Mortal Kombat ending. That was again. It feels like three
introducing
different
the new guys.
Yeah, but like that doesn't fit at all.
And
they're like kung fu
the way they
Swedes.
were and the way they were dressed.
Yeah,
yeah.
It didn't
and
make
they're
sense.
doing acrobatics. Yeah,
it was very It felt like three different movies. The first two
was a little
jive.
Strange. Yeah. Surprise.
In my mind, the movie ended with him poking the fish, reading the letter. Like that's the end of the movie. Because I know you're setting up for the sequel, but they set it up like they set up Mortal Kombat 2. Like that, these guys just show up at the end and there's no explanation. There's no nothing. No. And I get it. You need to set up for your sequel. I don't know. That was questionable. And some of the other, like when they were like splicing in the medieval footage in the beginning, with like the weird music in between him and his dad with the bow and arrow, and then there's like medieval troops with bows and arrows, like defending a castle. Like,
yeah,
that was certainly a choice. I don't know. Stuff like that just kind of takes me out of it.
There was some of that. Yeah.
But it
ending didn't stop me from staying engaged and wanting to.
No, for sure. Yeah, like
it wasn't to that degree.
I'm not quite nitpicking except for the ending. The ending is the only part where I'm like,
that was
kind of done.
It was strange, like it was glued on.
Yeah. That didn't make me want to see the next one. Like the Ralph Fiennes' character makes me want to see the next one.
Yeah.
That ending did not make me want to.
He played a great character. He did. Very interesting.
Okay, Boomer. So 28 years later, what do you give it? Go.
Take frequent piss breaks.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
We're actually pretty close here. I'm coming in with a 4 out of 5.
I was going to go 4
out of 5,
in. Except you, with all that stuff you just mentioned.
The ending?
The ending and a few other things.
I was close to 5, honestly.
Oh, my God.
It kept me into it. And the narrative shifts didn't really kill it for me. But that last ending, I was like, man.
That's why it didn't get the 4 from me.
Yeah. The ending is just weird. It
Yeah.
it didn't feel like it fit in the movie.
You had to talk yourself into it, believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You couldn't just accept it. You had to, make excuses for it.
It was shot like a Power Rangers scene.
If you have to make
is what-
excuses for the movie that you're watching,
Yeah.
it's not working.
But yeah, all in all, I mean, I'd recommend it. Anybody who likes
I would recommend
horror
it.
movies, this is a good start. Obviously, the first movie I picked this year is better than the first one you picked. No surprise. You don't even remember what movie you picked.
I remember
What was it? What was it? Go say it. Say it.
Anaconda.
No, we didn't watch Anaconda.
I picked it.
Yeah, you picked it. It was definitely better than Tron Ares. So, 28 years later, have you seen it? Did you like it? Do you agree with us? It was a pretty good movie. Will you see the Bone Temple? Not a lot of people are going to see it, but maybe we should go see it. Boomer, you have anything else for the piggies?
No, nothing else.
Okay. Goodbye.